Toto Wolff says Lewis Hamilton's commitment to Mercedes never wavered despite its early season struggles, meaning he gave no consideration to sounding out other Formula One drivers about a drive. Mercedes saw its form take a dip at the start of the 2022 season, as it struggled to get to grips with the new technical regulations, encountering severe bouncing with its W13 car. The issue left Hamilton far from his usual competitive territory, dropping out in Q1 in Saudi Arabia and failing to score points at Imola. While Mercedes has recovered some of its performance, Hamilton is yet to win this season, the 13-race run being the longest he's gone into a campaign without a victory. But Mercedes F1 boss Wolff dismissed any suggestion Hamilton's commitment could have wavered or that he explored other driver options, in the case the 7-time world champion decided to call it quits. "I've not been in touch with any other driver," Wolff said in an interview ahead of the summer break. "Lewis and I, even if the season would have gone wrong, we would have at least under the principle of hope stayed together next year. And for a couple of months, we're talking if this is going to go 5 or 10 years. So none of that is true. I haven't been in touch actively or reactively with anyone about a drive with us going forward." Hamilton agreed a new 2-year deal with Mercedes in 2021, tying him to the team until the end of next season, alongside young teammate George Russell. Hamilton has spoken regularly about the efforts being made at Brackley to dig deep and get Mercedes back in the fight, saying the difficulties have been a valuable lesson for the team. Wolff said that Hamilton went through a period of acceptance of this as the new reality in the early part of the year, when the severity of Mercedes' struggles became clear. "That's certainly not a joyful experience, but after the first few races, he was very special," Wolff said. "He got settled in a situation that was all about how we can move this car back to the front. And even when I was not at my best, he was the most positive person in the room, building everyone up even if driving this car is a handful." Hamilton was tasked with running experimental setups on his car during a number of practice sessions in the early part of the season, in a bid to try and understand the problems with the W13. Wolff felt it was important to push for these extreme solutions, to try and remedy the struggles, as both Hamilton and Mercedes found themselves in a new position, trailing their rivals. "In December, we raced for a world championship, and 4 months later, we have a car that is not championship material," Wolff said. "So everyone, drivers, engineers, management, need to just find the ground and say, okay, this is the reality now. What are we going to do about it? You can't just flip the switch and say, okay, no problem, we're going to work ourselves out of it." So what do you think about the current situation of Hamilton? Will he stay at Mercedes for the next years and come back to the top of F1? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.